Hey guys, Nate from Man Cave. Just want to give you a quick walkthrough of the arcade machine playing Hyperspin with the gaming PC, with all the newer stuff that we can do. Once you turn on the PC, it will shortly boot right into the interface itself. Give it a few seconds and you should see the interface called Hyperspin. There you go. So that's how it works. Once you boot it up, plug everything in, press anything, it'll skip the intro. I'm going to use my keyboard just for the sake of ease right now. So for example, we have mame. We'll start with mame actually. Mame is one of the more intricate kind of emulators because there's like well over 20,000 titles. So what I've done to make things easier, when you boot into mame, press player one start. And right now it goes into favorites. But now favorites only has about 100 or so games. So if you want to kind of go through all the different games, titles, genres, you press the second button from the top. There it is. And there you have all games. It even has different genres, wrestling, fighting, shooters, stuff like that. If you just want to back out. So let's say, for example, I'm going to go to all games. And then what you can do from here, if there's a game that is not in favorites, but you want to add in favorites, you can press the third button. And now this is already in favorites, but it would say add to favorites. I'll show you this one here. Is this one? Add to favorites, right? And then you can go to view the favorites, and then you're back into your favorites. This is the only one that has that type of feature where you can add, actually no, sorry, all the different emulators, you can add favorites. However, this is the one that has a whole bunch of different genres because there's so many different games. That being said, we'll just jump into Golden Tee for fun. The difference with the gaming PC, it's obviously a little bit stronger than your Raspberry Pi, of course, so we can play a little bit more intense games. For example, Golden Tee 4. Apparently there's new Golden Tee games out for PC, but we'll talk about that maybe later on, or message me. There's ways of getting the newer versions, I believe. I'm not too familiar with that, but I'll just show you really quickly here. So we're going to go through a couple of consoles after this, like maybe PlayStation, maybe Dreamcast, stuff like that. And then I'll show you the newer stuff as well. So here we go. We're going to enter your coins as green.
Welcome to Golden
And then,
Hi, I'm Pat Salone, and with me is Peter Jacobs.
so I'll just show you this really quick.
Peter?
Thanks, Pat. I'm all set for a great round of Golden Tee golf.
There we go. So I'm gonna and this is the 3-inch kind of Golden Tee trackball, so it's a really nice trackball to go with Golden Tee. So there you go. Anyways, just wanted to show you that. I'll show you guys a shooter right now. Typically you press the red button to escape.
Just not enough.
If you want to search the menu, actually I'll show you that afterwards. So we're gonna go escape. Let's go to, I don't know, maybe area 51. I think it's here somewhere. And I had it. Did I pass it? Oh, I passed it. So area 51. Here we go.
Loading complete.
So I'll show you this. I'm gonna grab player one gun right now. Enter my coins. I'll even do player two for fun. I'll show you both. Here we go. I have the crosshair on. You can actually turn off the blue crosshair. You just go to menu and you just go to crosshair option and you can actually take it off. But for the sake of just ease, I have it on right now. And there we go. And you can always calibrate the screen. I'll show you player two. So here's player two. There you guys go. There's player two. I don't have the recoil plugged in just yet. With recoil, every click of the button, you'll hear a little bit of a kickback. So now we're gonna exit. There we go. Now with the 4-player, you can go to, we go to like a 4-player game. A lot of people ask me about Open Ice. This is a 4-player, it's almost like NBA Jam, but in hockey. We just do X-Men 4-player, here we go. Just to kind of show you.
Loading complete.
And as I mentioned, you can search all the different genres, stuff like that. You might get a little pop-up, it's normal. They introduced that in the newer mame emulators, but it's all good to go. So here we're just kind of showing you like the main kind of classic arcade stuff. Kind of go from, I'll just show you all four players working. So here's your player 1. I always have player 1 and 2 in the middle. That's just the way it goes. And then I have player 4 at the end. Player 3 is right here. Does I have everyone in there? There we go. One of these buttons. And there we go. I'm not sure I told you, I have like nice scan lines as well to mimic the arcade look, so it doesn't look, it just looks more realistic. So I have some really nice kind of bezels. You see the bezels on the side. I don't stretch the artwork, I hate that. Certain consoles you can get away with, for example, Dreamcast and PlayStation. I'll show you guys that right after this. So there you guys go. So here we're playing a nice 4-player game. So this is a 43-inch 4K screen, it looks really nice. We'll exit up out of here. I'll show you another cool game. So I don't want to get into too many different consoles, especially Nintendo. I don't want to get in trouble. But you have your Nintendo, Super Nintendo, your N64 is on here. Sega Dreamcast. We're just going to Sega Dreamcast right now, really quick. And then what I'll do here, the game that everyone loves to play. Hold on. Here, there we go. This is Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Loading complete.
There you go. So this, I like the bezel art for it, so I kept it on. You can easily disable it and have it full screen, which it's okay doing. It's totally fine to make this widescreen. I just like the bezel art on this. So here you're gonna go to versus mode. Right. I'm just gonna go to town here. I never got into this game, man. I'm more of a Street Fighter Turbo, even Street Fighter 4 and 5, but I never got into the Marvel stuff. I wish I did. I'm just not good at it. Here you guys go. So as I said, you can stretch this, it's not a big deal. Some of the main stuff I don't like doing, like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all the consoles, I typically don't like. Sega Dreamcast you can, but I like the way this turned out. So there you guys go. So once again, when you exit, really nice 3D artwork, you see in the back, that's what you get with the gaming PC. No stutter. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go into PC. No, let's go to PlayStation, we're already here. So PlayStation, for example, I'm gonna use my keyboard and just go to the letter. I'll show you guys Tekken. So I'm just using my keyboard right now just to make it a little bit easier. If you hold down the right arrow or the right joystick, you can scroll through the different letters. So if I go to like Tekken 3, sure, why not?
Loading game.
With PlayStation consoles, because they're larger files, almost around 1 gig or so, it takes a little bit longer to zip because they're zipped actually, so they have to unzip it, just the way the configuration is for PlayStation. So I think on this, I have it set to widescreen. I didn't like the way the bezel looked. It was just a default bezel for all games. And I wasn't a big fan of it. The artwork didn't look as nice, like the screen didn't look as nice on it. So I just kept it fully kind of widescreen. Then you can go from there. So there we go. I'll try to get in. Yeah, I just did it on my keyboard here. So you go to versus mode. So there we go. You can play around with the graphics, you can go in the settings and kind of change the graphics if you want to see if you can get it stronger or not. I just went with the most fastest response time, you could say. So there you go. So it's really quick. There you guys go. I'll get out of here. We're going to get into the fun stuff shortly. Another game that everyone loves, I have in here as well. Under PC games for now. Yeah, I'll do House of the Dead 2. Here you guys go. This is an emulator called Demule, I think it's Demule. It's like a Sega Dreamcast, but like the actual arcade version of it, I guess you could say. Sega Nami. A lot of stuff going on here. So we'll do player 2 as well. Now this one, I have a special bezel. It kind of looks crappy. I did it on purpose because it looks like a CRT, and that's the way it was supposed to be played back in the day. Really cool. And here you guys go. It looks really nice. Like, this is one of my favorite games. So I'll show you Gun 2. Oh, I'm getting killed. And there we go. So once again, I don't have the recoil plugged in, but once you do, you can hear the kickback per trigger. That's how it goes. So we'll exit out of here. And there's also House of the Dead 3 as well, which is really cool. There's House of the Dead 3 as well. Same concept. Go from there. Now let's get into the fun stuff. So you kind of get the picture of all the different things here. There's an emulator called Teknoparrot. You guys can Google it. This is an emulator that plays all current games. I'll show you that right now. So let's go to Transformers even. So here's Transformers. So here you guys go here. With Teknoparrot, these games can range from like 2 gigs to 16, 20 gigs depending on the game. Like even House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn is about 15 gigs. So they take a little bit of time to load sometimes. But I just wanted to show you guys this.
Loading complete.
I said probably go through a little load screen kind of thing to load all the, I don't even know what it is. It just goes to a countdown, we'll just say that. Just give it a sec. It'll say have fun. I'm not sure you see it on the screen. That's how usually Teknoparrot loads up. And now, typically a lot of the games will go through a little countdown like this. Oh, system initializing progress. This one's fairly quick. And there you go. So now we can go into, I'll do 2-player as well. So you see my 1-player right here. So here you guys go. So this is the game that's in the arcade. You can download these online. I can't help you with that, unfortunately, but I just want to show you all this. But quick Google search will do it all for you. So you guys go. Now I'm going to try player 2. There's player 2. There we go. Really cool game. I think I passed this. I'm not too sure though. So we went from like old school to new school, and now this is like a really nice new arcade game that's currently in there now. I've done a lot of videos on House of the Dead, Scarlet Dawn. I think even The Walking Dead is actually free to play now. It may not be in here, but you can get that as well. Sorry, it's really loud. Let me try to do one more. Let's see if I can do one more. What's a nice one? Far Cry I've done. Rambo takes a while to load. Tomb Raider is really cool. Alien. So I would do House of like this one takes a while to load up. This is a really cool game. You can see just kind of how it looks. It's exactly how it plays, so it's really nice. You know which one I kind of liked? I don't think it takes too long to load up. Sega Golden Gun. I do this one a lot. And as I think even Jurassic Park now is playable on this. It may not be on here, but you can definitely download it, put it in there. And you can play the actual Jurassic Park arcade game that's currently in the arcade as well. And as I mentioned, Teknoparrot, these games take a little bit longer time to load. So this will also go through the same thing. Majority of all the games are the same. They all go through the initializing, but this is a little bit faster.
I will do my stuff and show
Women
you
are
see.
Here we go. Take this.
Take this. You mean we should be heroes, right?
There we go. This is a really nice smooth shooter. You can just hold the trigger that way, right? Really nice. all these games you can turn off their crosshair within the emulator. But I have it on. Actually, this is the way the arcade plays with the crosshair on. So it's entirely up to you how you guys want to do it. There you guys go. So there you guys have it. We've had some nice playing newer kind of arcade games that are currently in the arcades right now. Teknoparrot is awesome. Let me get out of here. So Teknoparrot's awesome because you can play a lot of current shooters. As I mentioned, what's not in here is like The Walking Dead, Jurassic Park. Some games you need a subscription for, which is like $7 a month. You can talk to me about it. I'll let you know how to set that up. And then where to download, you have to Google that. I can't help you with that, but you can Google it. It's all on the net, easy to download, and kind of go from there. All right. So once again, we went through mame. We went through some PlayStation, Dreamcast. There's also like Street Fighter 5 on here. It takes a while to load up, but you can download Steam. Steam is another PC client base where you can buy the games. What's like a really cool game a lot of people don't know about is Killer Instinct. But it's the PC version of it, so it's all redone, really cool. Actually, speaking of which, do I even have it in here? Do I have the old version? I should. If I don't, that'll be for another video. I'm not sure if I put it in. Actually, you know what? Here's a perfect example. Let's, if I don't have it here, let's put it in. And oh, I do have it in. So here's your Killer Instinct, the one that everyone knows. Here's part 1, part 2. A lot of people always ask me about Killer Instinct. It doesn't play well on the Raspberry Pi, unfortunately. It does play well like on the Super Nintendo emulator, but you know, if you want to get into the arcade version, okay, you guys go here.
Loading complete.
And there you guys go. That's how fast it kind of loads up on mame. And there you guys go. I just realized some of the games you have to press volume up, which is the plus sign. Random. But there you guys go. Okay, we'll do that again. I know these tricks from back in the day. Yeah, now the volume is higher. So there we go. There's special things you can do if the volume is lower. I think it's with midway games, specifically like NFL Blitz. There's a whole bunch of midway games that have really low volume. And all you have to do is just press the plus sign on the keyboard, and then you can just raise the volume up and you're good to go. Anyways, so here's your Killer Instinct. There you guys go. There we go. All right, guys, I think we went through everything there. I was trying to speed through it just so you guys have an idea. Yeah, as I said, I didn't touch through all the different consoles, but you guys kind of get the picture with all the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, the N64, a whole bunch of things, you guys. And you can add more to it, right? Daphne's really cool. That's Dragon's Lair, one of my favorite games. Extremely hard, extremely frustrating, but I always go back to it and try to play it, even though I suck at it. Alright guys, Nate from Man Cave. Hope you have a good idea of what you can do, and there's more you can do, right? As I mentioned, you can add Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 6, the newer Killer Instinct. There's a bunch of other fighters you can add. You know, the sky's the limit with the gaming PC. It's like a sleeper gaming PC inside. So you can add different types of guns. These are my aim track guns. I just find them to be the most reliable, but there's a whole bunch of different ones out now, right? There are the Sindins. There's a lot more programming involved, so not for the novice, but if you're kind of computer savvy, I would stick with probably the Sindins are really nice. There's also other ones, Gun for IR, but they're always sold out. But there's another one that came out too. Just have to Google search it. There's so many different guns. Aim tracks are the best. Only issue with the aim track is they recoil per click. So if you hold down the trigger button, it's only one click. So per pull, you get the click. I wish they had a reload kind of option, and that's all in the send-in. But anyways, guys, Nate from Man Cave. Hopefully this helps. A little bit longer than what I like to do, but just kind of give you a quick walkthrough of everything. Thank you. Any questions, feel free to message me, email me, check us out on Instagram. You can check our website, www.mancavearcade.ca. Take care, guys. Bye for now.